We are facing climate change problem seriously. Even some people have different thinking about the word climate change. Some people think it's natural way, it need to happen. Some people believe that it's man-made. We made it. So it doesn't matter who made it. But the problem is we have the big impact from it now. We are farmers. We know how the climate change impact our life. Even it's natural thing or man-made, we don't care. But the problem is we have the big impact from it now. Because in the harvest season, we cannot harvest our rice because too much rain. Normally we never have rain in the harvesting season. That's a big problem for us. And then when we start to plant, normally we used to have a lot of rain, but now there's no rain. So the climate change make a big impact in our life, in our food system. We are going to have more problem from now on. The sad thing is not many people save the variety of food that we used to have. To have many variety is good. When the climate change not normal, some variety can adapt it to the climate change. It's more resilient. In the past, we have so many varieties of each plant that we eat them. So some plants, they are strong. They can survive in different situations. Some plants may be weak. They will die, but the strong one will survive. This is the way we survive because of we have enough diversity of plants. But now we were trained to eat less and less and less variety, and then people will grow less and less and less variety. And every variety that we grow for our own consumption now, a variety that we develop them too much, they cannot survive by themselves in the natural way anymore. They need more help from humans. Humans have to work more and spend more money. They need more fertilizer. They need more hormone. They need more chemical to make them survive. They're so weak, they cannot compete with grass anymore because we develop them to make them weaker and weaker and weaker. We don't have the variety of plant that very resilient to the nature, to the climate change, to anything like that now. So it's so sad because most of people don't want to be a farmer, and most of farmers were trained to be a business farmer. They did not do farming because of they love farming. They do farming because they want to make money from farming only. So this kind of farming, they did not think about how to develop them, how to save their own seed, how to select the best seed for the next season. Because they just have the contract with the company, buy seed from them, get fertilizer, get chemical, get everything from them. So the company will be supplier for material for farming. So what happened now is we have no resilient variety in our hand because the government, organization, and the company, they did not develop varieties of plant in a sustainable way or in the way that they can survive by themselves more. But they develop them, they just want to have the variety that produce high yield and fast so they can make more money. To develop the plants in this way for 40 years, 50 years now, all variety of plant we have now, they are so weak. including animal. These plants and animals, they cannot survive by themselves anymore. They're so weak. They cannot survive. They need more help, more care. So humans have to work harder and harder. So when we have a weak food to eat, weak animal, weak plants for our food, we will have weak body, weak health, weak life also. And then in the situation that the atmosphere, the climate, the globe is changing rapidly, like now, it's more challenging for us. How can we survive? How can we have enough food to feed ourselves? This is a question that I think not many people think about it, especially government or general people. Nobody wants to think about it because they think it's waste of their time. They just want to spend their time to make money as much as they can. But they don't have time to think about food, about sustainable food for ourselves. That's sad. So we may be extinct in very near future if we don't do anything different from now. I think we need to increase the number of seed developer. How can we make farmer to be more seed developer? That's very important thing, because we cannot wait for the government. The business sector will not do that at all. They will never do it. How can we do? So I think this part we need help. We need more people to think. We need more farmer to be aware about this thing. To be farmer, we need to have seed in our hand. We need to develop our own seed. If we let only the government and company develop the seed, it's very small amount of people develop. And the aim of developing the variety of plant or animal, they develop for highest profit. They did not develop for sustainable life. So if we want to survive, farmer need to come back to save our own seed, to start to develop our own seed more and more. In this situation, we don't know what to do. So we just set up a company we call Common Seed Company. We want to develop seed for public. And then we start to train people to save seed, save variety of plant and animal in their area. And then we support them to develop them, to propagate them, develop them. How can we make our food has more variety? How can we make our plant have more varieties? The year before we had trained a few hundred people, but this year we think about to train more people. Our training this year will start in September in Thailand. So we will work with farmer more and more. We want to train more farmer how to save seed and how to develop their seed. Seed have to be in the hand of farmer. We believe that if farmer develop their own seed, I think if every district have a few people who start to develop seed, it will make so many people become seed developer in the country. Each year, if we have maybe 50, 100 varieties that were developed for people, I think we can increase more varieties, more diversity than before. And then when villagers or farmers develop their seed, I think it's good because they did not study from university. The company and the government, they did the same way, the same technique, because they study from the same book, the same theory. So they will do the same thing. But we need more diversity of technique, more diversity of thinking to develop seed, to get different kind of seed too. We want local people, normal farmer who do farming in normal day, in their normal life. If they do it, they will do in villages way. So it will be more diversity of technique. It will be diversity of aim, diversity of variety will bloom, will increase a lot. This is our aim. This is what we can do right now. We want to do more training this year. After September, we will start to do more training. So I think in every country we have farmer. If farmers start to be aware about this, it will increase seed developer. And then when we have more seed developer, we will have more variety of seed all over the world. So I hope that if you are a farmer, you listen to me today, I hope that you will think about this topic more, because seed is food, food is life. No seed, no food, no life.